Leviathan. As always, please go ahead and use the hand raise function to ask a question. You may also type a question in the chat. When you're ready, please feel free to raise your hands and we can get started. Yeah. All right, we'll get started with Ricardo.
Yeah, I'm muted, but I don't hear him.
You don't hear him?
Uh-uh.
Ricardo, we
Hello?
can't hear your audio.
Hello, hello,
There we go.
hello. Good night.
Hello.
Last year you won champions, so I imagine you received other offers. Why did you choose Leviathan?
Because I wanted to stay in Americas. Honestly, this year I did get offers from like other regions, but wasn't really able to pursue them early in the off season. But yeah, I wanted to join LEV because they have Aspas, they have all these great players that I believe we have a chance to win another world championship, and that's what I wanted to pursue at the end of the day. And
Okay, thank you.
All right, Sons of Chaos.
Thank you very much. Can I ask my question in Spanish?
I wouldn't understand Spanish. I know me personally.
Okay, don't worry. And my question is about the level in Latin. Do you want to stay in the team, and also do you want to play with Leviathan? What is your opinion the level in Latin America right now, and also the level in VCT Americas of the team?
I think the level of VCT Americas right now is very high. I mean, all the guys like on XEG have gone to other teams, and I think every single person is going to make their team better. And I think for us, I feel very good about the season and the kickoff and whatever comes up next, to be honest. We've only been scrimming for like, I think like a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, and we've already made like pretty big improvements already. And I think like even communication wise, like we're very crisp on what we're doing right now. So I think it's good.
Thank you very much for the answer.
Strafe Esports.
Hi. Yeah, you spoke on wanting to stay within VCT Americas. Sorry, the mic was up. You spoke about wanting to stay in VCT Americas, but obviously there's a massive change between competing in North America and moving down to Argentina. How have you been adjusting so far to the new team, your teammates, and sort of new environment you find yourself in?
I haven't had to move because everything is based in LA and anyway,
Yeah.
so I haven't had to like go anywhere. But yeah, I think it's been really good. Honestly, they've treated me like family as soon as I came in. They've been really nice, like honestly, super transparent with me with whatever I want to like really know. Um, and yeah, I just think these guys are all very hungry and very, just want to do whatever is possible to win, and I appreciate that a lot, honestly. And yeah, I enjoy these guys a lot, and I don't think it doesn't even feel like it's an international roster or whatever. It just feels like I'm going into like a new team.
Okay. Am I allowed a follow-up question or?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I just wanted to ask, now you have a chance to play with Aspas. You played against him last year. Um, what are your expectations for this year in terms of what you can achieve with this level of firepower, and how's experience been like working with player of his caliber?
I mean, I hate to put like expectations on us because I think last year showed like when you don't put expectations on yourself or anything like that, you tend to succeed more. Um, so honestly, not gonna put any expectation on it, but I will say working out with Aspas and kind of seeing his perspective and like how he wants to play the game and stuff like that is like cool. And definitely like I get to learn from him and he can also pick up like a couple things from me uh, with like how I would use my util and stuff like that to like make each other better.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you this season. Thank you.
Thank you.
Scott?
Hello, Scott Robertson with Esports. Hello, Com.
Hello.
I wanted to get a sense from you if you want to talk about just what this offseason has been like for you personally. Obviously, it's not been a very typical offseason, especially for a team coming off a world championship. So essentially as things were going on and with the Evil Geniuses and with your future and your teammates' future kind of up in the air, just want to get a sense of what that was like for you during that time.
Yeah, I mean the start of the off season, whenever like I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks when we got like certain news, definitely hit as a shock to everybody. And I think everyone after that kind of like went and looked at their options. I think we weren't really able to pursue certain options at the start, but towards the end of the off season, like started to be able to go to kind of where we wanted to go. Um, but yeah, I mean, this whole offseason has been kind of chaotic. Um, but at the end of the day, like I'm happy to be where I'm at. Obviously wish to stay together with my guys. Like I think I've said it multiple times where those guys were like my family. But I'm happy to have a new family and love.
Thank you.
Okay, Sons of Chaos.
Thank you very much. I have another question. Do you say about the family and new family? Do you know Leviathan have a lot of fans in Latin America and also around the world? And what is your opinion about the change about one fanatic was Evil Genius and now Leviathan? And also, if do you want to some have a close talks with all the fans in Latin America?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think y'all have even seen on like my social media too. I'm very like I try to communicate and whether it be Spanish, Portuguese, Korean, Japanese, whatever, I always try to communicate in that sort of way because I don't know, I enjoy all cultures and honestly, like the LATAM community, every time I stream, like my stream is mostly like Spanish now too, so I'm picking up on a couple things there. Um, but yeah, they've been awesome to me, and I'm really excited to like get to know all of them. And I do plan on like in some way like giving back to the LATAM community the best I can.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Pedro.
Hi, Pedro Romero. Nice to talk to you, Com. I just wanna, although the time in which you've been a part of Leviathan is short as of this moment in time, I want to get a sense of how you would compare, being with this lineup, which consists of world champions, including yourself, to the EG squad from last season. If you could give us a rough estimate as to what that comparison is like, and also a follow-up on that. The recent announcement was made concerning Leviathan's placement in the group stage, which consists of 100 Thieves, which could also has your former teammate in Boostio and also allowed, Aspa's former team and also Sentinels. What are your expectations on taking on those three teams in the group stage?
Yeah. What was your first question again? Sorry.
Comparing this lineup, the one that you're currently in Leviathan, and then the one from Evil Geniuses.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think for me personally, like you can't really compare the two just because like I think last season like we went from 1-4 to Miracle Run winning champs. I feel like comparing the teams isn't fair in a way. I think both teams have strengths and weaknesses. And yeah, I mean, I think this LEV team has potential to be world champion, but it also has like the same qualities as some of the EG team. But I just think it's kind of hard to compare the two because it's literally so hard to compare. But for the group, I would say like obviously I'm really excited to play Boosty and Zix Tony. I mean, we've already been talking back and forth, like already on Twitter. They're starting to send stuff, and I think it's cool. Like it's like I've never had like super close friends that I've played against in like meaningful matches. So, I think it's gonna be super cool to be able to play against them, honestly.
And we have the Spike.
Right. I would just like to know, as you stated earlier, that you guys just have a couple of week of practice. I would especially like to know about how have the team comms been? Was it difficult for players to get accustomed to comm primarily in English?
No, because it hasn't been hard at all because they've been already communicating in English for the last like 3 months since I've joined the team. Um, I already came in knowing that they spoke English, and then as soon as I came in, there hasn't been like any communication that I feel like was like misconstrued or anything, to be honest. I feel like communication has just been like a regular English speaking team. Thank you.
Last call for any additional questions for Com. Great. Thanks for joining us today, and good luck, Com, and to the team as we head into kickoff this season. Thanks, everybody.